Hey folks, lyarri here. Today we're going to be reacting to Personality Reveal by Ice Cream Sandwich. I'm really excited for this video because the last two videos I watched by this dude were super funny and I really enjoyed them. And also, I grew up taking so many BuzzFeed quizzes, personality tests, Myers-Briggs stuff. I was one of those people. It was a lot of fun for me. Let's go.
Have you ever watched my channel and thought, this guy's kind of weird? Oh, jeez. Sometimes referred to as astrology for guys, the Myers-Briggs personality test categorizes you into one of 16 categories in the flavor of United States tax form. From that,
the latest test result I got was ENFP, so I've changed over time, but I think I've also learned more about myself to a degree. So yeah.
Determine your personality traits, and I recently took one. The questions were revealing, I think. You regularly make new friends. People are social creatures. Everyone likes finding somebody that they can call a friend. Someone you can call up and say, hey, do you want to see how many red vines we can eat in a minute? And then be there for you to get you an ambulance. If I find somebody that I'm making friends with, I'm happy. However, I am very introverted. But I'm an animation YouTuber, so I don't think anybody's surprised by that. Socializing will drain me a lot faster than most things, so it's just not something I seek out.
I used to think I was an introvert, but then I realized I just had things going on in my life. No, I'm not saying that was for this guy. I'm just saying, for me personally, that was actually a huge thing for me. Realizing, oh, wait, I like talking to people. I think I'm, more of an ambivert, if anything. But, I like a mix. I love, I like streaming. And, I'm good, talking to either a chat or just myself. I think, it's just fun. I don't know.
Just have the friends that I have, and sometimes new friends happen. You spend a lot of your free time exploring various random topics that pique your interest. Just the other day, I learned that ticks don't freeze in the winter because they produce kind of an antifreeze chemical, and also Lyme's disease feeds off of that chemical, and that's insane. I've been watching a lot of content vicariously through Moist Critical lately, and they'll often send me down a rabbit hole of
I had that phase.
Wikipedia searches and other YouTube videos that I didn't need to know, but I find very entertaining. There's always something to learn on the internet, and the internet never says no.
I think I can make the video a little louder.
This video is sponsored by Keeps again! Keeps is a subscription service. Keeps delivers hair loss.
This is such a good transition.
Keeps does not make you explode.
I made the video louder just for the ad break.
Are you in need of hair chemical? Well, consider Keeps. Keeps is a hair treatment service that has doctor-recommended plans that are delivered straight to your door at about half the cost of a traditional pharmacy. Also,
my mic got louder, and I had to start realizing that. I don't know how it got louder. I turned up the volume again.
Keeps has a network of medical advisors, prescribers, and specialists who can support you for whatever help you need for your hair treatment goals. Hello?
I'm so sorry for watching this.
I'm collecting.
Is adjusting their volume as I do.
So what do you mean when you say stop calling? Hair loss stops with
One day I'll
stop. To get 50% off on your first order, go to keeps.com/ice-cream-sandwich or click on the link in the description. That's keeps.com/ice-cream-sandwich. Keeps. It's a product. You usually stay calm, even under a lot of pressure. One time, Kelly and I were driving away from the city on this road that was...
Okay, sorry, before... I actually, stay calm under pressure, but it's after the pressure is over. That's when I, let it all flood. And if the pressure lasts long enough, I definitely break. So, I don't know. Maybe I would agree for that. Agree slightly.
Starting to turn into a highway. Usually highways don't have lefts, but because it was some kind of transition thing, there was this left lane this guy was using, and just as I started to close the distance between this guy and me, they failed to look behind them and change lanes directly into mine. But without a gasp or a flinch or anything, I applied the perfect amount of brake just in time so I could get out of the way and keep going down the highway. Perfectly, without flaw. But this other time, I was mixing a bunch of trail mix and I dropped a raisin on the floor, and Rhea, my beautiful and adorable dog, came and ate it, and she really liked it. I'm like, oh, you like raisins? And I gave her 5 more raisins. Later that night, I wake up to hear her vomiting in another room. I go and see that she's really acting very sick, and I get some kind of...
Every time before I feed my dog, I Google, can I feed this? And even if he eats something and I'm the slightest bit anxious about it, I Google it. He had some slime the other day with my little sister, And like thankfully it was only a tiny amount and he's a big dog.
Divine thought pops into my head and just said,
It's like I think slime isn't toxic, but if you eat too much of it, it can cause like blockage and stuff.
maybe it was the raisins. I'm like, no, it's a fruit. And then I Googled it. And for anybody that doesn't know, raisins are incredibly toxic to dogs to such an extent that one raisin can kill a dog. And I gave my dog 6. I begin calling the ASPCA, and I'm calling emergency vet lines trying to get to her appointment, which I eventually place. And this whole time, I'm shaking and crying and not doing well. In the end, they treated her, and she's fine. Everybody did a great job except for me.
She's so cute. Look at that. Look at this picture. Oh, look at this picture all the way over there. And this one. And that one. Sorry, I'm like... Cute dog.
And now she doesn't get raisins or all of these other things that are poisonous to dogs. So anyway, am I calm? Depending on the situation, I will either have an incredibly strong emotional reaction due to intense fear and guilt, or I'll activate like a sleeper agent and do whatever is necessary to succeed. So, I don't know.
Actually, I relate to this, yeah. But I mean, I feel like being able to call the proper services and like have that emotional reaction in the moment is genuinely part of like staying calm. Because there's like certain events where like no matter what, I feel like you're probably gonna have like something. Like if my little sister gets sad or like feels like really strongly about something, I'll usually get a little like antsy. But I'm still able to like, hopefully I like to think, stay calm and like project like empathy and warmth and like, you know, I hug her and stuff if she wants it. Yeah, I don't know, it's one of those things. I like this video though, it's cute. Oh, I didn't unpause.
Seeing other people cry can easily make you feel like you want to cry. No. You're more inclined to follow your head than your heart. It's hard to follow what's not.
And notice like it says want to cry, not like I used to want to cry but I couldn't cry. Now I cry. Things can change, but if the want is there, like I think that does matter. Again, like as far as I'm aware, the Myers-Briggs isn't like perfect by any means, but yeah.
There. You feel comfortable just walking up to somebody you find interesting and striking a conversation. Oh God, no. I'm not.
Oh, sorry. I used to think like I follow my head, but like no, I am totally a heart thinker. Like oh God, and like I do. Sorry, I shouldn't say totally. Like I wouldn't be strongly disagree, but I would be disagree because I definitely factor in my heart. And like there are things where it's better to think with your head, but like on its core, I want to think with my heart.
Insane. What if they find out I'm weird? Could you imagine? That'd be embarrassing. Stop staring at me, freak! Plus, what would I even talk about? You know that, ticks, they make antifreeze and Lyme's disease eats it. Oh, wait. You often end up doing things at the last possible moment. Yeah, this is something I wish I could change about myself. This one time somebody asked me to make a tattoo for them, and I said, of course. But they had to consistently remind me to complete the task because I kept forgetting or procrastinating, and then in the end, it wasn't even actually what they wanted because I also have trouble following instructions. So I think that I'm just not organizationally strong, but I can draw a pretty mean circle. So after compiling these and other questions in this quiz, we get logician, which feels wrong, but the explanation feels like it.
Huh. I should do a stream where I do a bunch of personality quizzes for fun.
Actually makes a little bit of sense. Oh, would you look at that? According to the... What is happening over here? According to the test, my strengths are things like thinking of ideas, imagination, curiosity, and seeking objective truth, which I think I'm in line with. I love daydreaming. I don't know how I passed any test ever. Someone might be professionally explaining the detailed and extensive history of the Eastern world, but what is going on in my head is completely separate. My weaknesses are things like being disconnected, too matter-of-fact, perfectionist, dissatisfied. I can relate to some of these as well. I spend a lot of time trying to get a drawing to feel right, even though my drawing style is really simplistic, and I should just embrace that simplicity. There have been times I will get caught up in drawing a circle for well over a minute just so it looks right. And that's probably not great. Oh, there's more. What does this say? Is so cool and handsome.
I like that note. Like, it's sometimes really good to just be able to, like, realize what your strength is. And sometimes that strength is literally just, like, the natural free flow, like, thing that you do, you know? It's not, like, being, like, super fancy. And, like, adding details can help. But, like, it's important to prioritize and realize, like, what makes it your work the best.
Wow, what a handsome guy you are. Wow, it's crazy that it says that at the bottom.
Oh.
That has always been there. What the heck? Anyways.
Sorry, I don't want to shoot.
Have you ever watched
All right.
Have you ever watched?
But that was a really good video. Wait, I'm not subbed to him on this account. What the? I'm awful. I watched 2 of this guy's videos. They are actually like pretty good. And oh, I'm sad that like he lost views in these last 2 videos. They were really good. Maybe these are even better. Who knows? All right. I'm scared that ice cream sandwich is the best transitions for sponsors every time. True. It's kind of nice to hear that I'm not the only one who draws the same circle 1,000 times to get it just the way I want. My little sister does that. I don't. So, yeah, I feel like definitely like the type of content you want to do and are driven to do is influenced by who you are. He conveys such broad expression. I strongly agree. It's really good. And like the narration he does over things, it's really well done. I really like it. And oh yeah, the pet owner thing. It is so like my dog, he had a surgery, like a major surgery, just like 9 months ago really, or 7 months ago actually. And it was so rough. He had like 2 weeks of recovery. For the first like few days he had like basically different medicines every 8 hours. Some of them were like 24 hours, 12 hours, all that stuff. But like it was so like anxiety inducing and like difficult to like keep on track of. And I also had to like wash his wound and make sure he wouldn't lick it. And it was just so much. It really felt like a lot. Let's see. Psychology teacher made us take the exact test. My I think my psych teacher did, and also my AP language teacher. She like she was like a bit of a new teacher, and she used a bunch of like unique teaching styles to like you know, like more modern stuff. And like yeah, like she did like fishbowl discussions, I remember a lot. And just like a lot of like interesting stuff. I remember a lot of her class because it was genuinely really good. I learned a lot that I still use today. Love her. She also was like my newspaper teacher. But anyways, the later one. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye, folks. Hey, folks, lyarri here. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like, subscribe to me on YouTube, on Twitch, and have a great rest of your day. Bye.